Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to sit down and talk about postpartum depression because I was actually going through a bunch of paperwork from the hospital stay when I was with Oliver, and I found a pamphlet that provided a lot of information about it. And I'm not a professional or an expert on postpartum depression, but the hospital gave me some material, and I just thought I'd come on and share what information the hospital shared about it, because sometimes when you are in the newborn stage, you don't really think to pick up a pamphlet, whatever. And so maybe, in the middle of the night, you kind of search postpartum depression, and maybe this video comes up and it can kind of shed some light on what you're feeling and kind of help you to understand what you're feeling. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional, I'm not an expert on this. I just want to relay the information that was provided to me. So please have grace in my sharing, and that's basically my little disclaimer. Just have some grace. I'm just sharing the information that is provided to me. So I just want to talk about it a little bit. So have some notes so that I'm organized in my thoughts. But first, I just want to say that if you're feeling these symptoms, if you're feeling this feeling of hopelessness, if you're feeling a struggle to connect with your baby, this does not mean that you are a bad mom. Sometimes if you've had depression before, it just happens, and it's not anything to do with you or your ability to be a mom. So I want you to tell yourself right now, I'm not a bad mom, I am just struggling with this and it's getting in my way. But something that the pamphlet also shares is that this is treatable. So know that there's hope and know that things can change. Okay, I had to switch cameras, so it's gonna look a little different and it's gonna sound a little different. But I just wanted you to know that this is not your fault. You did not cause this, and it doesn't make you less of a mom for feeling these things. So first, I just want to share exactly what this little booklet shares. And it just shares some of the symptoms. And so if you are feeling sad or hopeless, losing interest in daily activities, that's a sign. Feeling restless, anxious, irritable, or crying often, having trouble falling asleep or sleeping too much, eating too much or too little, having trouble focusing, remembering, or making decisions, feeling overwhelmed, worthless, guilty, having headaches, aches, pains, stomach pains that don't go away, worrying that you may harm yourself or your baby. Those are some of the symptoms. And then it kind of goes into explaining the difference between postpartum depression and baby blues. And baby blues are kind of things that come and go in waves. So you kind of have those symptoms. They're kind of minor, and they're not a constant brick wall in your face. It's kind of you're really tired, so you feel this way, or you just need a little break from your baby and they go away. Postpartum depression is different than that. It's not as it doesn't just go away. It doesn't just come in waves. It's kind of right there in your face. Who is at risk for postpartum depression? Anyone who has had a baby within the past year, recently miscarried, stopped breastfeeding, can have postpartum depression. And I feel that's really good to know, is that it can last a whole year. You're at risk for it. And just so you know, so in the first year, if you're still feeling these things, it's more likely to happen if you've had postpartum depression in the past, depression during pregnancy, a prior history or family history of depression, trouble relationships with your partner, family, or friends, a recent stressful event such as divorce or separation, marriage, job change, or financial problems. So those are if you're going through that, it kind of triggers it to be a little bit more, it just triggers it. So how is it treated? It can be treated just like other types of depression. And the most common treatments are therapy, counseling, and medication, often combined with self-care. So there are medications for postpartum depression that are safe to use while breastfeeding. Talk to your doctor about the treatment that is best for you. Again, sorry, I just really want to share what's on this. I don't know the information. I just want to put it out here so that a voice is telling you, not just reading it no, this isn't me. So it shares some self-care strategies. And it says rest as much as you can, which I know is hard in the newborn days. Sleep while the baby naps. Try not to let visitors keep you from getting sleep. Turn off your phone and put a sign on the door when you're napping. Like, I mean, and that kind of seems like weird, but it's so hard to rest when you're in those newborn days. Like, there's just so much to clean. There's people there, like, but if you're feeling these things, make it a priority. Take good care of your body. Getting outside, sunshine, vitamin D helps a lot. So make sure you're getting healthy foods, drink plenty of water, ask for help, and like, that's a big thing. Like, but it is important to ask for help. Like, you go from like being like, especially if this is your first baby, like, you're just you. You just do whatever you want all day. You eat when you want, you shower when you want, and then it's like a slam in the face when you have a newborn because your life just changes drastically. Spend time doing something that you enjoy with your partner or close friend. Like, I feel like then you get to kind of be you again for a little bit, and like ease into it. Like, I don't know, I've enjoyed doing that, being with friends, and it kind of just reminds me of like, this is Kristen, this is who I am, this is who I was before I had a baby. Talk with your friends, especially other new parents, about the challenges of being a parent. And I found this really helpful too, of just knowing that I'm not alone in what I feel and think. And then there's also support groups for new parents. So if you know someone who's dealing with postpartum depression, there's some tools that it gives for you to support them. So if you're a spouse, if you're a friend, if you are a family member, this is how you can support them. Listen when they need to talk. Listen, that's the best thing. Like, it's kind of frustrating if someone's trying to constantly fix your situation of like, you need to do this, you need to do this, let's go do this. Sometimes you just need to listen and see what they have to say and support them and tell them that you're there for them and that you love them. Help them with like things around the house, like the things that, you know, take away their rest. Like, maybe if they need help with the laundry, or like if they need some food, or my mom like delivered groceries to us and would bring us dinner all the time, and it was so helpful. There's like, you just get to focus on the baby and yourself. Help care for the baby, but like, I like this because everyone definitely needs help, but I feel like sometimes it can be overwhelming to have visitors. So like, I loved my mom being at my house, but like, it was a lot for me to have like a lot of people come and hold him, because I don't know, I just wanted my own space, and it's hard to like feel comfortable and not host people, you know? So give some time alone each day to bathe, exercise, read, or relax. There are hotlines and numbers, which I will put on the screen and in the description. It's my hospitals and my like healthcare providers information, so I don't think you could like reach out to them, but I'm gonna look and find information. So if you feel this, if you need like a hotline or something, I'll put information in the description. But I think the biggest thing is making your doctor aware of this. I think even if you have one symptom, I don't think there's any harm in saying, hey, I heard that this could be a symptom of this. Does this seem alarming? And just bring it up to them. Hope that you don't feel shame in feeling these things. And one more hope. I hope that this was helpful and kind of shed some light. If you're feeling any of these things, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really praying for all you like new moms out there. I know it's hard, and I just want you to know that mothers really bond together. And so comment things below if you want to share your stories, and leave questions below. And as always, like, my DM on Instagram is always open. It's a little bit more private. So that's at kristen.lamont if you want to go and message me there. But that's all that I have to share in this video. So thank you for watching. Bye.